members at the head table,
members at the head table, friends of the media, thank you for being with us, being patient since you have been late. Nevertheless, it is important that I stress that this tour which the Australian Under-19 has undertaken, we should be grateful to them, and also at the same time what we have done is arrange a reciprocal tour where we will also undertake a tour to Australia in October next year. If I may enlighten you, the tours of this nature are exchanged purely with the Under-19 World Cup in mind, as well as the development of players every year, which will go finally into the development squads, and then few of them may don the national colors to play for their country. So my duty is to ensure that these tours take place as head of operations, give maximum exposure to the youngsters to develop their skills and show their skills on field. And at the same time, what is important is that I would like the media to give them maximum publicity, because they are the youngsters of the future. I wish Patrick, the Under-19 captain of the Australian team, very well as Chamika, Sri Lanka Under-19 team. Give them all their best wishes and ensure that they play good cricket. And I would like to hand it over to the manager, coach and the captains for their few words. Thank you.
Thanks, Carlton. Patrick, if you can say a few words as to what you expect out of this tour and about your team.
Well, the tour for us is, we've recognised it as a learning tour. A lot of our players haven't been to the subcontinent before, so it's great exposure for us to be able to play on the different wickets in the hot conditions, and to try and develop our skills, as Carlton said. Just furthermore, especially with the World Cup being in Bangladesh, similar conditions, and so that's probably the main reason, the main objective for us. But of course, once we get onto the field, we want to win some cricket and have 3 weeks in a very beautiful country.
Thanks. Chamika, a few words from you about your team.
Australian team එක අපි හොඳ ක්‍රිකට් ගේම් එකක් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ බලලා මේ සීරීස් එකේ ඒ වගේ තමයි අපි හොඳ බැලන්ස් ටීම් එකක් ඉන්නවා බැලන්ස් ටීම් එකක් ඉන්නවා ඒවල කෝචින් ස්ටාෆ් එක අපේ ගොඩක් උදව් කරනවා ඒව තමයි මාස දෙකමාරක් වගේ කාලයක් අපි ගොඩක් පූර්ණිම වල යදුනා මේ වගේ තමයි ඒ වගේ තමයි මේ අපේ පළවෙනි टूर එක කියන්නේ වර්ල්ඩ් කප් එක පස්සේ ඉතින් අපි හිතනවා අපි ටීම් එකක් විදියට මගේ ටීම් ප්ලේයර්ස්ලා සහ කෝචින් ස්ටාෆ් හැමෝම අපිට උදව් කරලා අපි මේ සීරීස් එක ගොඩක් හොඳට සෙල්ලම් කරා ඒක.
Thanks, Chamika. Graham, a few words from you.
Okay.
I'd like to, just reiterate what Pat said. It's a group of 18, 19-year-olds have just come together, for the first time. It's a great experience and a great opportunity for them to learn and develop their games and adapt to the different conditions. And I'm sure the Sri Lankan young players will be looking forward to coming to Australia and the same thing, developing their games in different conditions and what Australia offers. But I'd like to just say thank you to Carlton and Sri Lankan Cricket for hosting us in a way at such short notice. We really appreciate it and grateful for having us and giving us this opportunity. It's a lovely country to come and play and learn cricket amongst people who are very passionate about the game. So thanks very much.
Thanks, Graham. Roger, a few words from you about you and your team.
Yeah, because recently only I took over the under-19 because I've been doing the under-15 and the under-17 lot. And 2008-7 I was doing under-19 again. And everybody knows every 2 years we have the World Cup. And sometimes after the World Cup, like the skipper said, this is the first tour after the World Cup we are having. But we've been practicing and we've been having the tournaments, especially the under-17 we had a zonal tournament, a very successful one with 2 day matches, and with the under-23 tournament just completing. Now we have started the schools tour schools tournament under 19. So it's a great opportunity for the children because in our country everybody knows there's so much of talent. But tours like these will give the opportunity to them to perform and to get into another next step. Because if we talk about during our era, not many tours we had. But today, I don't say they are lucky, but they have the opportunity to go in a very systematic way for their future. So I wish everybody good luck. And the cricket is the main thing that has to dominate. Even in our cricket also is cricket, because we enjoy cricket and true spirit. These are the qualities that we have to teach. So let's hope we are going to have an exciting series here, and surely both sides will take a lot of memories, and this will be a stepping stone for their, even while playing for the country, still I can remember my under-19 career. So way back in '78, when the Australians came here, that was my first tour, where Dirk William captained the side, David Boone and that lot. So these memories, although we are in this age, still that one I can still remember. So these youngsters will take a lot of good things, and I hope and I am confident that these children will be the future cricket for the other countries. So I wish everybody good luck.
Thanks, Roger. Thank you very much. Mr. Chaval, you have been here several times. Your thoughts on this future tours?
Yes, thank you. It's wonderful to be back in Sri Lanka again. The second time this year. We were fortunate to come here earlier this year with the under-19 team on the way to the World Cup. So the relationship between Sri Lankan cricket and Cricket Australia is excellent. Carlton has been a driving force in invigorating this relationship and trying to make sure that as two cricket boards we do a lot more together, and I'm for one very supportive of that. I was fortunate enough to play in the first test match between our two countries many years back. Roger, I can't remember what it was like at under-19s. It's too far away, but I certainly have very strong memories of that tour and playing our first ever test match in Kandy. It was a wonderful experience, and for our youngsters to get the chance to come here and play in a variety of conditions against some very good young cricketers. We found the competition with Sri Lanka Under-19s earlier in the year was very important to us in our preparation for the World Cup, and so to get the opportunity to come back with the next group of under-19 players is terrific, and we look forward to hosting Sri Lanka in Australia, not only with the under-19s, but we're hoping at the under-23 level and through our National Cricket Centre in Brisbane that we can host some of your developing cricketers, because as a number of the speakers have said, this is very much about the development of young players. So the opportunity to play in a variety of conditions against a variety of players is really an important part of the development process. Our boys are excited to be here, and we're looking forward to some pretty good cricket over the next few weeks. So let's hope that the weather is kind, and I'm sure that the cricket will be willing. So we're all looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chappell. I open the floor for questions. Gentlemen, have any questions?
Graham, can you describe the strength of your players on this tour, and what do you specifically hope to get out of this series?
Let's say it's the first time that this group of players have come together, and the first time for many of them that actually been in the same team. So yeah, we've got I think a reasonably balanced team. We're very conscious of our fast bowlers' workloads and things like that at this time of year for us, so that might sort of control our selection a bit, in that we are sort of monitoring them. And we're coming out of our winter into the start of our season. Yeah, I think we've got a pretty well balanced side. Maybe a couple of our quicks who we'd like to have brought have been injured, but there's some nice talent in amongst it. and I'm looking forward to seeing them grow. We keep saying it's a great opportunity for them, and I'm looking forward to follow their development over the next couple of years to the Bangladesh World Cup.
How many of them are eligible to play in the 2015 World Cup?
All of them, bar our skipper, yeah. So he's the older statesman, just to keep control of all the younger ones. So no, yeah, we brought up the squad that we brought. We've definitely looked at the Bangladesh World Cup and playing in the subcontinent conditions. But we have some other important tours coming ahead as well, in terms of England touring to Australia, and we're going to England next year. So for those tours, we'll maybe use those as opportunities to develop our sort of players that are just going to miss out on the opportunities of playing in the World Cup due to their age. And so it's a great opportunity, and hopefully Pat will be involved in those.
Except skipper, all others are under 17, right?
Yeah, they're all. The rest of the group are all available for the next World Cup.
Last time when Australia played here, Sri Lanka won, I can remember, but Sri Lanka didn't do well in the Middle East when they went to the World Cup. Do you think there is a particular reason?
No, with the way we played, I was surprised we got as far as we did actually. But yeah, I mean it can depend on the pool and where you qualify, and once it gets to the knockout stage, it's a 2-horse race on the day. So yeah, I can't answer that. I wouldn't say that our trip had any relevance to the results of the World Cup for us or for yourselves.
Any other questions, gentlemen? I guess everybody has spoken to you all with in-depth coverage as to what they expect out of their teams. So questions have been answered already. Roger, just a few questions for you. Like, I think you have not played Australia, this team, and what do you expect out of the Australians to dish out to the Sri Lankans?
Because especially in these 15, 17, 19 age groups, it may be you won't beat them 2 or 3 times. So, and even for this tour we have picked out about 25 players. So much as possible we are thinking to give the chances to each one. Because when you see the talent, it's very difficult to differentiate and say that it's a bit down. But at least we are having 5 one-days and a 3-day match. At least I'll be happy if I can go something about even 17, 18 players, even giving more opportunities to them. Because sometimes the first match or the second match what we pick, sometimes the third and fourth match there will be a different boy who will be on a match in a different way. So these are all pressure situations, the partnerships and the patience. These are the characters what we will be building from the start, and we can see who will be the player who can go to the next step, and during the situations who will be there to handle it. So there are so many ways where from a player we are expecting, and this is a learning curve like everybody says, and there's no right or wrong for us. As long as we see that we are developing players, we see that the boys are moving, going for another next step, they are more maturing, that could do for me. I am not worried whether the series is won or we are lost. No, it's the player. For me, it's the product. Thank you.
Any other questions, gentlemen? Or can we wrap it up? Okay, thank you very much for being here. Greg, Graham, all the best to you, and hope you enjoy your tour.
Thank you.
And